Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Zelda Speedruns. We have another Wolfdash 5 match today. We have NotableCass versus Marumi and Ynohtz versus NicoSpeedsub. These are two separate matches just going on at once. And we won't delay too long. I'll go ahead and unlock these race runes for them, and they should be all ready to start as soon as they are ready. And I am here with G's today on comms. How's it going, G's?
Bonjour. Doing okay. I'm excited to see my Frenchies again on a race.
Yeah, it looks like we got a bunch of French runners on, a couple French runners on today. Looks like they're the higher seeds, so they are the favorites going in, but we shall see how the races pan out.
Yeah. So they've been telling me that, especially Ynohtz is very stressed about Hugo and Morpheal. So we'll see what happens. This is the loser bracket round 2. The winner of Ynohtz versus Nico is gonna face Orcrist, and the winner of Cass versus Marumi is gonna face Keikuri.
Yeah, unfortunately, this will be a couple of these guys' final showings of Wolfdash 5.
So recently, Cass has been creating songs about speedrunners, and they have their file names according to the most recent song about Note.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good. It's a bit of a meme, but very funny. And it seems like, yeah, everyone is going to be playing on French today. No problem, Nico.
Yeah, you gotta get those fish reps in. You're just locked in. Yeah, as soon as Nico readies up, the match will start the countdown, and they will be off. And I want to say that today is pretty heavy on the matches going on. There are quite a few.
There's Mr. Mini versus Jojo starting in 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
Prince versus Jaquade and Cordy versus Zine. But anyway, it looks like they have gotten started. So at the start of the run, we do the most logical thing, and instead of rescuing our horse from an evil horse lady, we pick up this rock Dwayne and bring it to the gate and do gate clip to do back in time. I need to get some water, so geez, you want to explain back in time real quick?
So first, what's a gate? In this game, not many gates are very useful at this point. But the runners are gonna go at the end of the bridge, perfect for Cass. It's gonna hang to the edge of it, let go and open the map at a very specific frame and reset the game. That's gonna make it so that the game is gonna reset at the same time as it's gonna respawn you, and it's gonna respawn you on the title screen, giving you some properties of this new file that's been given to the title screen. And one of them is to give the tunic, the sword, and the shield. We also get some flags. We get the Epona flag, I guess, if you can say it like this, which is going to be quite impactful when we go back to Orden. And it seems like everything has been fine for everyone. Maybe Nico got bad gate.
Yeah, it looks like there wasn't too much difference between their starts, which is nice. We've definitely seen runners lose over a minute to gate clip alone, so.
Yeah. Well, the last time there was a double race like this, I think it happened.
Yeah, both Andy and Badamja had really bad gates.
Forgot to mention, but doing back in time makes it so that you respawn in South Theron, which is also the way we want to go. So we basically skipped the whole Orden day one, and we're gonna trigger day 2 by finishing this section.
You may have seen it on Cass's screen, but he was using the C-stick to pan the camera. That is just to kind of reduce lag because this North Farron area is very laggy, and lag is obviously slower, but it also makes it harder to chain your rolls, which you'll see runners, especially in this first segment, trying to do, because chaining rolls is how you maintain the most speed. They're not always full speed depending on the slope of the ground. However, your max speed is higher if you can keep your rolls chained. You can tell if it's a frame perfectly chained roll if the little HUD stays at low opacity, opposed from like fully coming in.
I guess about to break the gauge, the final slope. So he missed some rolls and he's going very slow now. 403. Not bad.
Yeah, it's a 403 with a safe back in time, so pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. So now we get to day 2. We have to complete the goats minigame. Let's see who's gonna get forward.
So I think all 4 of them take the same general pathing. The way goats works is that their spawn location is the same, but as you saw, they don't always react the same. Cass had that one that just stood there like a statue. So they'll always spawn in the same spot, facing the same direction, but their reactivity to Link is RNG, and that's determined on like the initial load of the minigame. Looks like Cass backed it up pretty well. I didn't see Ynohtz too much, and then Marumi's having a little bit of a goat situation. And then Nico had a pretty average goats.
We have a sync. Almost.
Couple seconds apart, pretty damn close.
And yeah, because we did back in time, we have the Epona flag, basically. And we usually get this flag after Elden Twilight, and it's just before going back to bow. That means the text is broken and we can advance it one at a time to get the boots at the beginning. Seems good. Bad machine for Ynohtz. Is Nico? Ooh, unfortunately for Nico. And Marumi.
Does why not just not go for a 1 cycle on phase 2?
Yeah, I think Beast is doing that as well.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I think so. 730 is really not bad. Seems like it's not gonna be awful for anyone.
No, we basically have, even though the races between left and right sides, the top sides and the bottom sides are basically both in sync respectively, which is cool.
Yeah.
And you got all of the runners will be doing a save because they are scared of dying and not because they're going to be doing a trick in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, the game flags are pretty messed up right now. The game thinks you're in a certain part of the story when you're absolutely not. And we're gonna take advantage of this in 20 minutes, yeah. But now it's time for the wolf section. So right here on cast screen, you're gonna see the most important trick of the run. Well, the run's dead. He didn't break the box. Oh, what? Okay, it works.
Yeah, they did why not? Can Marumi or Nico get it? There we go. Nope. 1 for 4.
They're gonna win the race.
Yeah. GG. Yeah, box break saves. Like for a task, it's 3 frames, but RTA, it's realistically more than that because that assumes perfect movement with the box break and the dig. So it realistically saves some more for a human just because it's easier to dash up and dig rather than break the box optimally and then dig.
The wolf movement is generally easier than the human movement. As human, as we said, we have to chain rolls frame perfectly, taking account of slopes, stuff like that. As wolf, you mostly have to take care of your spacing. That's why they are gonna sometimes, sorry, cancel their dashes instantly with a B attack to refresh their dash and be able to dash another time sooner.
And you also see that Cass got a little bit of tech skip by jumping off of that ledge in a way that the rubble still fell, but he did not land in the water, hitting Midna's text trigger. It's pretty lenient, but it's one of those tricks where it doesn't save enough time where you would want to like actually set up for it. So
Wow.
you just see runners kind of run.
It's 4 out of 4 for the framers for now. So when Midna talks to you after you press Z to do a big jump, you can. There is one frame where you can jump before she actually goes where she needs to go. They all got it. The first one. And there's like 3 or 4 of them in this whole section.
Yeah, you're assuming you don't mess up any of the normal movements. Your time is really like your enter Zelda time is really just determined on how many one framers you get during sewers. Because the rest of the movement doesn't change at all.
You can eventually get screwed by the birds at the end.
Alright, so because of that, the screwed up state of Farron that Jeeves had mentioned, Cass as well as everybody else are unable to get the sword and shield skip by normal means. If he was to enter, Orden would be just in a weird state. And the game does not consider him having a sword and shield despite you seeing them on his back. If he was to pause the game, they would not actually show in his inventory. But he still needs to get into Farron despite that little trigger where Midna's like, hey, you're stupid, go get me weapons. But what they can do is bring over Hugo, this Bulblin, to the trigger across the map. And they can use him to do an LJA. And that LJA will jump over the ground trigger, which is telling you to go back into the village. And you can land in the ground trigger, or in the air trigger that actually lets you in. They're like 2 overlapping triggers, so it can be kind of difficult to learn because pushing Hugo is difficult, and pushing enemies in general is difficult because they're pretty slippy. But let's see, that should be fine. Very good. Very good start from Cass. Let's see if Ynohtz and the rest of them can get it.
So I know that Ynohtz is very scared of. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
He's probably nervous right now.
Dude, my hands are always super shaky at Hugo.
Failing costs a lot of time.
Double fail on the right hand side, unfortunate. So I guess they're in about pretty even with each other at least.
Each race has its pace.
Like I don't like watching like my matches at the start because I don't want to see if my opponent gets or does not get Hugo, because I don't want the added stress or pressure one way or the other.
Yeah, I tend to look after I succeed.
And yeah, and you saw they avoided out. They can't do a second attempt on Hugo. A second jump attack would kill him. And for one, you can't get a jump attack off of a dead Bulblin like normal. You get a jump attack, but it wouldn't be targeting the Bulblin, so you wouldn't get that speed. That should be a good spot. Just jumping the gun a little bit on the second jump attack. But if they kill the Hugo, then he won't respawn, so they have to void out to get him back to full health. And it has the unfortunate side effect of putting him all the way back over, so you have to lure him.
Whoa! So Nico got scanned. As Wolf, if you input the stick and the A button at the same time, the direction is not going to register properly. So instead of doing a back hop, he did a jump attack there.
Yeah, you hold it for at least 1 frame, which is will be
Yep.
super important for another trick a little bit later on in Elden Twilight. But on the left-hand side, we got Cass and Marumi going for early Master Sword, and they also skipped Fair and Twilight.
Yeah.
But EMS is pretty simple in concept, but hard to execute. They're going to be doing a super jump off of Jamal's hand. So we're looking for a slow attack. Ooh, and that was unfortunate from Cass. But they're looking for a slow attack off of Jamal so that they can do a super jump off of the height of Jamal's hand. And that is going to allow them to get out of bounds.
Yeah, some routes are gonna complete these Twilights, but the Gorge route doesn't require you to come back to...
And then like that, Marumi gets it first try and takes the lead.
Ooh.
You know, Cass is getting god-awful RNG.
Yeah.
We'll
And
see if he
Nico-
ends up getting a heart, because dying in Grove is very, very bad, but yeah,
Nico got through. It's perfect.
nice. And despite the Hugo difficulties, Hugo does not decide the race.
Yeah.
There's a lot of run left, and we've seen people fail multiple times and still win their match, so. Yeah, so Nico's going to be going through what the other guys just did, and nice.
Okay.
So still very close between the two of them, only about a minute break gap, a little over a minute. And that could literally just be one person getting Gorge Void and the other not, and they're all of a sudden tied up. So there are many tricks in this run that can save or lose a minute if you get them. So definitely not out of this by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, this run is very long.
Yeah. It's gotten a lot shorter in the last year. It's gotten shorter by about 10 minutes, but it's still very long as far as 3D Zelda is concerned. And the Skull Kid chase is literally just playing hide and seek with Skull Kid, except we know all of his moves. He's not very original. So imagine if this was RNG where Skull Kid would hide.
Just where Marumi is gonna hit Skull Kid right now can be a bit annoying if you just fail and drop down. But I hope it doesn't happen today. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, especially if you're going for a really good B attack, because you can actually get it to where Link is showing in that cutscene. And Tasses do it in such a way that they land in front of Skull Kid and they actually get pushed during that cutscene. But like if you're going for a very good attack in RTA runs, it's pretty easy to just kind of whiff and have to climb all the way back up, losing like 20 seconds. And more importantly, losing your ego gets bruised. And I guess they're all on French, so anyone on NTSC or German. Did Nico buffer EMS?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. You need to make sure you don't kill all the shadow beasts here. If you do, the run is basically dead.
Yeah, you can. I mean, really your best bet is to load your last save.
Oh la la la
Jesus.
la la.
Just quick spin, please. Holy shit.
Oh. Okay.
It's too early for this shit, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Oh.
Anyway. Cass and Marumi are singing us a song because we love Zelda's Lullaby. This puzzle's the same every time, so we just have a memorize optimal pattern unless your name is Morpha, and then you do it how you want. Cass is doing the swag sense presses. There are 2 frames every jump to input something. And the only thing you can really input here is a sense press. There, and if you get 12 out of 12, then you have a perfectly valid and swaggy run. So, but with a failed EMS from Marumi, from Marumi, or Cass, whatever it was, we have a very, very close race between the 2 of them. Looks like a 4-second gap according to their splits.
It's still very close also on the other match. It's nice to see. Unfortunate for a solid shit skip, of course.
Yeah. Actually, it looks like with EMS troubles, it looks like Ynohtz has gained the lead.
I'm not sure.
Or I might be picturing the wrong hit on Skull Kid, I think here.
Yeah, Nico is gonna get the 3rd. And we have a Master Sword almost sync.
Oh, that was a gold Master Sword segment from Marumi, so they're on a pretty solid run for them right now.
Yeah, seems like they are ahead of their PB.
Oh, Ynohtz and Nico are like they're in sync.
that means Nico fail. On the first hit.
I guess I.
Well,
it's 2 synced up races basically. That's what we like to see.
Mhm.
I guarantee neither of them are very happy with the starts, but that doesn't really matter when it's a race. It's all about just performing better than your opponent.
I remember a Lava Dash race I did where we got a sync on Master Sword and I mashed for my life during the text boxes and I pulled out of the Master Sword cutscene ahead.
That's hilarious.
Oh no. I think it was against Dean. Such a good race.
Is Ynohtz dying on your end, or is it just for me?
Yeah, it's lagging a little bit.
Okay, I think it fixes. I was just gonna refresh if it was just my end, but it looks like it's fine now. Yeah, so we have Cass and Marumi. They are both making their way to Forest Temple. They're going to save every single monkey because they're nice people. They definitely aren't going to spawn 3 out of thin air. They wouldn't do that. But we need the boomerang. Boomerang is, for one, just required in general to beat the game. I guess. Is it? I guess technically it is. But it's also just very important as a tool as far as doing certain glitches go. I guess just one glitch. Boomerang at long jump attacks are very broken in this game.
Yes. And now that
sync on the stab.
Nice. But yeah, now that they have the Master Sword, they can transform at will. It's very useful and broken.
Yeah, and on top of that, the Master Sword does double the damage of the Ordon Sword, so it'll allow them to one cycle some of these early game bosses that they otherwise would not be able to with the weaker sword. Yeah, but like we alluded to, they're going to be going into Forest Temple and immediately voiding out to do another instance of Back in Time. But this time they're going to be doing Bite or Back in Time equipped. So they're going to be loading into the KB fight. Did Marumi stream that?
I don't know. It's buffering for me. Right, guys, just did Back in Time, but this time instead of voiding out, they're gonna enter the file selection screen, load the save file they created just after Iron Boots. That's gonna load the King Bublin fight, giving us specific properties called the boss flag. I just realized I didn't have audio this whole time.
At the time, I never even turn like audio on. I always forget it's a button you can press.
So Cass tried to do spider skip but failed. And yeah, so Marumi got scammed. Sometimes the nut just doesn't hit the spider and hits the wall instead. Yeah.
Yeah, just because of the frame rate that the game runs at, it can go the spider or the nut can travel in the way that it's one frame is before it hitting the spider, and the next frame it's hit the wall, and it takes priority of the wall rather than damaging the spider. And it can. The first one is consistent by targeting the one behind the first spider, but the other one, you can do some stuff to make it more likely to be beneficial, but it's still not a guarantee.
So yeah, the boss flag they got gives monkeys. GG. Very easy temple.
Yeah, for some reason the flag that controls whether or not boss intro cutscenes should play also impacts how many rupees, or not rupees, that'd be kind of nice if it affected rupees, but it affects how many monkeys the runners have for some reason. And that boss flag actually is still persisting, they haven't lost it, so that'll be helpful for boss a little bit later on. In probably 40-ish minutes.
That was very bad hook for Marumi.
Basically still sync between Ynohtz and Nico.
Mm-hmm.
And I think all of our runners are on the same route.
I think,
yeah. All their vessel times are reflective of ELH. Yeah, so we have like two like main routes that people run in this game. ELH, or the Empty Lake Hylia route, is the most optimal by 20-ish seconds, a little bit less. That there's also a Pillar Clip route, which is kind of a legacy route, was what everybody ran before ELH.
So Ynohtz failed. The jump attack into the void. I have to try again. Seems like Nico didn't get the right frame. And this time it seems good.
And same for why not getting that same frame.
Okay, seems good. So Cassie's gonna go to leave Farron kind of like we did with the Bulblin, because of the sword and the shield. But this time we're gonna use the boomerang instead to do big jumps.
Yeah, we runners are shaking their fists and crying right now because the Wii version cannot do boomerang LJAs. They can do other enemy LJAs, but as a result of that, for the longest time they could not do Forest Escape. And they have Forest Escape now, except it is very difficult.
It's actually insane.
Yeah, doing it in a race is crazy to me. I respect it though, like crazy in a good way.
Alright, so right now Marumi and Cass are going to Gorge. Elden Gorge. Because there is a trick called Gorge Void, you have 1 frame to press A and jump into the gorge during between 2 cutscenes. If they succeed, I guess they are on the optimal path. But if they fail, they're gonna have to go back to Farron 1 more time during the route, which loses 1 minute 20 seconds. Cass is on 100% consistency on Gorge Void at the moment.
Oh, is he? It'd be very embarrassing if he fails it now then.
Yeah, he's been teasing me like, if you fail your next Gorge Void and I succeed this one, I'm gonna have a higher consistency.
And in general, we have on the website, we have like a tracker for the overall consistency, and we're below 50%. So as a community, we cannot do Gorge Void consistently.
Damn,
Nice.
that means I have to succeed next time.
And that'll be on the 6th, so tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah, and we'll be, you'll see that one on ZSR as well. I'll be picking up that one, so that should be a good race.
Yes.
But anyway, we have Cass doing Rupee Roll / Gorge Skip. So he does that. Double target seems to be a lot more common nowadays. But using this rupee to get the rupee tags as he's on top of the fence. Normally, if you just do that without the rupee, you'll get on the fence, but you'll just be sliding off. The rupee allows you to stop on the fence and then input a roll afterwards, after clearing the text box, to land on the other side, and then you can just do an easy. That was a little spooky. An easy LJA to cross the the gorge.
So
yeah, unfortunately, Marumi failed it.
Yeah.
Gorge Void.
Marumi has to escape Farron again, and he's gonna take a different path, probably. Cass is gonna be avoiding a trigger at the entrance of Kakariko. Very important.
Yeah, it's not too hard to avoid that trigger. There's just like 2 little corners you got to worry about. One especially, that's really bad because that trigger is just like a little box. And there's one part where the corner of the box and the corner of the wall geometry kind of get really close. So you got to be careful there. But besides that, you can cut corners pretty well. Yeah, so Marumi's going to go to Lanayru. It is technically optimal by, I want to say, 6 frames to go to Eldon first. But runners have to skip splits if they do that, and all it's saving is just cursor movement on the map when you go to warp, so it doesn't actually matter.
But yeah, what Marumi is doing right now, Cass is going to be doing just after hitting this very important trigger, the map warping trigger, the one he jumped off of, to get Gorge Void. The only difference is that when Marumi is going to be done in Lanayru, they're going to have to go back and do Rupee Roll, go back into Farron, escape Farron, go back into Elden, Rupee Roll. What Cass has already done, he's just going to have to warp to Kakariko afterwards. and that's where the two runs are gonna link together, I suppose.
Yeah, I think in most people's eyes, the worst part of feeling Gorge Void is, I mean, there's a time loss, obviously, it's quite a bit, but just having to do Forest Escape again is annoying.
Yeah. This trick can be very annoying.
Especially if you do setup lists, it's like fine movements as like just like standing still is pretty difficult. Like it's easy to do a small nudge and then move your control stick the same amount, and then Link decides to take one giant step for mankind into the trigger.
So Marmy is going to drown the cog rider, hopefully. Let's go.
Should be good. Nice.
This can crash.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unfortunate. Why not? Bonking. Just wants that gap to be real nice and close. Let's see if we can get a double Gorge Void on the right hand side. And Cass is doing linear gate clip as well again. And Nico gets it, so he is pulled ahead by quite a bit now.
the reverse scenario.
And we didn't mention it, but Marumi did a out of bounds clip. There's like a little, basically a wedge of geometry pretty high up that you can use to push the Cargarok out of bounds.
Just so you can go straight to the load zone instead of taking the wiggle path, as you can see on the map.
Yeah, you just kind of avoid that weird dog leg in the map, and the game isn't, there's not like an actual like loading zone out of like for this next area. It's actually, I'm pretty sure it's checking your Z coordinate every frame, and once it's just like reached a certain threshold, it loads the next area. And we got Cass doing the more race safe strat of just gonna kill it. Drowning only saves about 6 seconds, so it's kinda pretty big risk for not a lot of reward as far in race settings.
The Cargarok decided to take a right turn for some reason.
Yes, all these runners like go for cog drowning and are comfortable with it in runs, but in a race, it's, at least in my eyes, it's pretty safe. It's pretty best to be just safe with it, but if you know what you're doing, you can avoid a crash in 99% of situations. So Cass is going to go for Carg out of bounds. You can see this kind of like a weird wedge in the geometry. It just pushes him right out. Pretty easy.
So Marumi is at the end of the segment in this region. Just grabbing the portal for later in the run. Jesus Christ, I can't speak English today. And yeah, they're gonna have to go to Farron escape, run to Eldin again. We forgot to mention they are doing an LJ, seemingly for no reason, in Farron Field. It's to avoid the mailman. But then Rupee roll, God skip, and going into Kakariko. Scary.
Ynohtz went for drowning as well, but I didn't see the actual attempt.
Oh, Nico failed first escape. has to reset up again.
That little walk back feels so bad.
Yeah, the walk of shame. And this other walk of shame into the load
The
zone.
slow step. So not only are you moving slow in the load zone, I'm pretty sure you don't go as far. Like you don't get as far into the trigger out of the load zone. Or
Yeah.
not into the trigger, but into the area.
Narumi is doing the mailman skip. Easy. And
Yeah, but now
will
they're
be-
gonna make their way to Eldon to do the same rupee roll and gorge skip that the other three have. No, that Nico and Cass have done. Whereas Cass is just gonna be able to warp straight back to CAC and not worry about that annoying journey back. On a pretty good start though.
Hmm.
I'm pretty sure my PB has a worse start than this, so. And a much better start than his other race. I'm very sure that he's thinking about how much, because he's comparing to his last race right now, and he's 3.5 minutes ahead of that, so.
It doesn't matter if your opponent is further behind. Just like we see with Ynohtz and Nico, even though they failed a lot more on Hugo, the race is still on. Okay, nice. Marine should be fine getting into CAC as long as they don't hit the KB trigger.
Yeah, hitting the trigger isn't the end of the world, but it just loses some time, and the backup is kind of annoying. They have to do a little bit of an extra warp, as well as some extra stuff during Enter City. And then Cass is just making his way through Elden Twilight. It's a pretty cool segment. It's about 6.5 to 7 minutes of fairly optimized movement. We basically optimized every room or area in this section, so like in Mallow, he's going to be able to bonk the wall on the left here, and the bug will just come down to him.
Seems like they are 1 minute 30 apart. It's gonna be roughly the same for Ynohtz and Nico.
I think Elden is one of those segments where not getting rupees is really nice because even though we don't need to skip like the yellow rupee text in this room, it is just nice to be able to kill the bug and get a good lineup afterwards for leaving.
Yeah.
And then like in the wall tower, they won't have to worry about skipping blue rupee text. They can just kill the bug and be on their way.
It's very, very convenient.
And the route only loses a few seconds to the optimal German language that has to get money.
German is very scary now because of Pocket Clip. You cannot mash for it. There's 2 frames. 2 frames if you go too fast. You can fail. Even less convenient. English is a good in between.
Yeah, and French can also mash for it, but their rupee text is significantly longer.
Cass is struggling.
There you go. For some reason, on the French version, the rupee text, like you'll see it on Ynohtz now, it just lingers for a very long time before the clear prompt appears, where on German it's basically instant. As soon as all the text fills up, it lets you clear.
Cass got the same thing as who was it? Nico earlier. He did a frame perfect side hop, I suppose, and that results in a diagonal attack. So he transformed into human to finish the trick, which is called bone house skip. Just killed the bug early. There was not even a house.
Yeah, the state of the house and the 3 bugs is all linked to whether or not that first bug that enters the house is whether it's dead or not. So, you saw that the house appeared to be all broken, but if he was to try and go over the broken debris, the collision for the house is still there. So that's why you saw him dig, despite breaking the house.
You got the repeat text.
just because he got accidental text, that's funny.
Okay, it seems like Ynohtz and Nico are only 30 seconds apart.
Yeah, a couple messed up fairing escapes will adds up pretty quick. Especially after a failed one, you tend to take a little bit longer to make sure you're in a good spot.
Marumi. Oh, okay. If you don't have a precise position on the railing, you can just not get the speed to make the jump. Then you have to go back from all the way down. It sucks.
And Cass is ascending the mountain right now. The Shadow Beast fighting a couple more bugs. The next bug can be kind of annoying because it's surrounded by squeebles and Cargaroks, but there's some relatively consistent strats to get down to kill the bugs, so it's not as much of a cluster. Nice. It didn't end up mattering in the end, I guess, because that steam is on a cycle, so you have to wait for it, or you have to wait in a consistent cycle, which starts upon loading that little region.
Alright, one Twilight done. Just need to do another one. And then we'll be back to mostly human movements. Nice frame.
1 frame jump attack. So it's going to be warping this rock up to Zora's domain. That's why he got that portal then, so that he could warp it immediately after having access to it. And this rock is the only reason that we actually completed Elden Twilight. This rock is required to be Linear Twilight, and Linear Twilight is required to be able to beat the game. And unfortunately, if you complete Lake Bed Temple without killing the boss bug, and before, or if you do MDH before clearing Linear Twilight, it causes issues.
Yeah, this game is very annoying with the what you need to do specific things. It's gonna require a lot more things that
Ouch.
themselves require more things. Nice cog.
We're gonna be getting bodied by this Cargarok.
One of the worst enemy in the game.
I think Cass was a gamer. I didn't see. I can.
No.
No.
Didn't get the side hop.
Oh no. Yeah, his. You can tell if you didn't see it by the map. The map does not update, so it would still show the low water version of the map if he had skipped that Minna text. I'm pretty sure that text is just Minna saying, "Whoa, there's water now." Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's it.
Like one of her most Navi texts in the game.
There's a bunch of them at the beginning. I mean, even at the end, when you leave Palace of Twilight, she stops you. You take 3 steps, and she stops you to tell you, "Hey, you need to go to the castle now."
Just in case you didn't know.
Yeah, that was the whole point, but I forgot.
I guess I haven't played this game in English in so long that I don't know what she's actually saying half the time. Very good on that Shadow Beast fight. That can be kind of annoying if you mess up, and then they like to huddle around the corner of that barrier, and especially if you don't understand the attack priority or order, it can become a mess. Because, like if you target the order ABC, then you will kill the order CBA, so it's just reverse of the order you target. And that'll be important for the next messenger fight outside of Castletown.
Very easy to mess it up and bonk before killing the last one. So because human, you can do a cheeky little side hop off the waterfall.
Nice.
Saves a good amount of time.
It does really suck to fail. If you can, because there are 6 frames that you can get in action. So like you can get 6 frames for a side hop, but only 3 of those frames land you up on that ledge that you saw Cass on. The other 3 side hop frames land you on a lower ledge. And you can do some, on ELH, you can do some Minna jumps. And then on Pillar Clip, they have the claw shot at this point, so they can have to just claw shot up, and it's not too big of a deal. And if you just don't get a side hop at all, you have to save warp.
So it seems like Ynohtz is catching up, only 20 seconds behind now. 22. While Marumi, he's not catching up. They are a bit further behind than before. But the run is definitely not finished.
It looks to be about, I guess according to their vessel times, about 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes apart. But immediately after Linear Twilight is another gauntlet, so there are a lot of big tricks that they all lose roughly a minute to fail, so. Plus the entire second half of the run, so.
Yeah, and more feel and a lot more stuff, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is RNG dependent that isn't entirely in your control. Yeah, but But now we have the Wolfdash section of the run, where you're just running in a straight line for about 2 minutes. The only reason for this is that the game wants you to get them portal outside of Castletown.
Marumi got on a full side hop, unfortunately getting bodied by the lily pad bugs. Pain and suffering.
Shout out to Crosshair for yeah, exercising patience, which is smart. It's very easy to SVA'd and just get impatient and keep going for jump attacks, even though it's not smart to do so.
I would be so mad playing Wii 1.0 and having having the bug sink all the way down. That seems so bad.
Yeah, so on Cass's fight, you saw that he targeted the one by the barrier first so that he would not bonk.
And now we will get a perfect example of canceling your dash instantly, because for some reason in the castle, Wolf Link is very, very slow. True wolf dashing.
And for some reason, it's especially worse in the Sewers V2, but like it starts at a high speed, but it like immediately takes all of it away. Yeah, I don't know if that's true for Castletown. I don't know if your initial speed is fast. But your like Wolf Link dash speed is, or like the jump attack speed after a dash is 30. So it's actually only like barely slower than human rolling.
So Nico is save and quitting. That means they fell down the waterfall, I think. And I have to get back up. So that might be the moment Ynohtz is gonna take the lead.
Very nice.
Yes.
So it is. Yep, so Ynohtz is taking the lead, and
5
it is
seconds.
very close. Then we got Cass doing the hard rock bugs. There's 4 of them in here. He's
Very
intentionally
nice.
missing the first one because if you miss a bug, they rubber band back, and it ends up being faster to just kill that second one when it comes back, because as you saw, it works out pretty conveniently after killing bug number 2. And then he'll just kill the last 2 in order, and then instead of completing the flying section, he's actually going to bonk to void out, because it'll very conveniently put him next to the second to last bug on the dock. Ah, classic. This bug is stupid.
And then we get to boss bug.
Yeah. Old Derek.
Can be very, very annoying.
Cass is showing off analog glitch. Yeah, so boss bug is just doing basically 3 of these latch on belly attacks. You can save a little bit of time by interrupting his swooping attack by attacking at a specific point. Should be fine. And he's making sure to delay the actual latch so that the bug is not clipped into the raft. If the bug is still clipped, then you'll just get knocked off his belly. And Cass is keeping him on screen. Boss, so there's a strat where you can kind of look off screen and see out to kind of manipulate where he attacks from. That works because Derek will not attack you if he's off screen. And Cass was trying to bonk on his fat butt, but he failed. If he was to bonk, it would kill the bug, but skip that animation of attacking all of the tentacles. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom.
No problem. So yeah, as TGG said, we're gonna start another gauntlet, kinda. We're gonna start now and finish at Morphle. First, you're gonna have to get some bombs from Isa. Gonna have to do some shenanigans because we're not supposed to do the Shadow Beast fight as Wolf, but we're gonna do it anyway in order to steal the bomb bag twice to make it a real bomb bag instead of a length bomb bag. Gonna have to howl to get ending blow too. It's very, very close between Ynohtz and Nico. 7 seconds apart. Yeah, we need to get ending blow just because otherwise you cannot finish the game. Ganondorf doesn't work. Cannot finish. It's gonna work for Morphle and other enemies, but not for Ganondorf. Okay, Marumi got the bonk. Cass is gonna go talk to Isa and get into a very specific position to trigger the Shadow Beast fight, but not trigger the barriers surrounding the fight. Doing that, you can go transform and enter the fight as Wolf without having Midna on your back. And since you're supposed to have the charge to defeat the Shadow Beast, they're gonna be doing a very specific attack pattern to kill every Shadow Beast in time. I forgot to mention, they are also taking damage on the way down for the next part of the segment. Very nice.
Yeah, and if they're running a route that needs money, there's actually a pretty cool damage down strat that allows you to get two yellow rupees on the way down. But obviously we won't be seeing that on the French version because that would be slow.
Yep.
I guess it wouldn't be slow, but they already have yellow rupee tax, but it just wouldn't be fast.
So doing the thing as Wolf glitches the game a little bit. And Isa is gonna bring you back again, allowing you to steal a second time. So that's bombs. Next is getting into the Bed Temple.
Yeah, so in order to do so, Cass is going to, for one, he's going to be wanting to do the plum minigame, but he's going to be attempting to skip the little fly down cutscene that he does. So you can just kind of go around this way and then climb on from a specific spot and be able to howl. And then he is going to be attempting to die during the minigame, and the easiest way to do so is to do a clip out of bounds that also bonks and knocks you off of the Carter Rock and allows you to void. That's good.
So Marumi seems good on the setup. It can be very annoying to trigger the barriers because you have to save and quit, start again.
Now you gotta go do Norgor, bro. That's the optimal backup.
Yeah, so I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah, but now, just for some reason, the state that like Hylia is in is just a state that does not have the water actor loaded, so he just has an empty lake. And from here he can do a setup to get into position, and then he can do a 3-frame bomb boost.
OT style setup.
Should be fine as long as he gets 3-frame boost.
Very nice.
Very good. Is that a gold for Cass? It
Yes.
is. That was a very that's pretty big gold for him too, for that segment.
Seems to be going well for Marumi too. And you might be wondering, how is he gonna fight Morpheal if he's not able to breathe under the water? So he's gonna be dropping bombs to pick up water bombs that can give you air. You will see during the Morpheal fight.
As underwater bombs work, they actually just dispel and like an air aroma around them, so they just think they're on land, but they're really just underwater. Nice spin.
We might see the first displacement clip of the run.
I hadn't seen someone do the LJ like that. That was interesting.
Yeah, they've started to do this. I'm gonna have to run this as well. So there's a specific setup. You can displace Link just the right amount to clip through doors and some walls. Or at least clip inside some walls.
Yeah, displacement clipping is the reason that Wolfdash is happening. So it was like August, September of 25. We finally like cracked Pogate skip, but it was very difficult. And then in February of this year, Gymnast discovered displacement clipping, which, like in layman's terms, is different animations displace Link a certain amount. If you displace him enough to where he can land or like bypass the like wall push out thing. Also, Cass is doing a 0 cycle.
So that was very good. You will also notice they entered from the exit of the room, and you just have to look up to trigger the fight because they have leftovers of the boss flag from Forest Temple, as we mentioned earlier. Marumi coming up to enter Lake Bed. It seems to be going fine for Ynohtz and Nico.
Yeah, so we have, I think Cass did it too, but they're making sure that they get ESS on their control stick. It's not required, but it makes it guaranteed to where you will get a side hop without actually moving.
And that was
very good.
That was a gold for Cass again.
Well, Cass is,
Playing.
yeah, another pretty big gold. Did he transferred his golds when he lost his splits, right?
I don't know.
I think he did. So I think these are all real golds.
Ah, why not miss the bonk? So it's gonna go for a backup. Ah, and failed. So it's gonna go for another backup, which is just to bonk the wooden thing. You need to be far enough to the right, which I don't think is the case right now. Yeah, okay, good. Barely,
nice.
just enough.
And looks like Nico also failed, but was able to bonk in the right spot, and they're basically
Game
in
over
sync again
sync.
because of that. That's awesome. Then we saw Cass doing the single boss key skip in the entire run. And the only reason that works is because the load is not tied to the door opening, but rather a sinkhole or like a water hole in the middle. In general, in this game, even if you clip behind a door, you still need to open it. It'll be very obvious in Snow Peak. There'll be an example of that. But
It's
so like even if you clip behind like a boss door or something, you'd still need the key to open it.
yeah, it's the same reason why we can do Starlord skip, because the loading zone to exit is not tied to a Midna warp.
Does Nico have the right angle? I don't. I saw he bonked.
We'll see. It seems correct.
Yeah, like a bonk isn't always, but like sometimes you might get like a 1,000 degree turn. But no, he's perfectly fine.
So Cass is doing swimming with bottle bombs, which is not something that you're supposed to do. And when you're releasing your bomb in this state, you're gonna get a refill of air. And they're gonna do this a few times. You can get one bomb, which is the insane RNG. So that's not gonna be one bomb. That's not gonna be two bombs. That's gonna be 3 bombs minimum.
Silly.
But that was. She decided. I go up. Okay, taking it safe. Marumi failed the 0 cycle.
Oh, and the 1 cycle too.
Yeah.
This should be, as long as Morphle doesn't do any crazy shit again.
Well,
she's going to the
she's
moon.
gonna suck.
Just,
There's gonna be a suck strategy. Ah,
okay.
just abort. Good plan.
Okay, she's way, like if you would have failed the regrab, that's a guaranteed round.
She was way too high. So that was a very good decision to just go back down, wait for Morphle to go back to the other side, and refill.
And now he'll be fine. As long as he just, shouldn't be too far. No, that's fine.
Yeah, seems good.
Now he's just gonna be waiting for her head to be like bobbing in a good direction, and he can force unequip his iron boots with the lantern. Because I'll need that during MDH, and now he can just do anything below. So not an ideal Morphle, but he played it very well with the shit RNG that he was given.
Why not?
Yeah, Cass, dude, that was insane. He played it smart though. That's like it's Morphle knowledge there.
Yeah, it was good. Anything can happen with this boss. I almost died to it the other day. It was a good decision to not get sucked and go for it.
Yeah, like it probably would have forced a pretty quick regrab. And when that happens, there's a good chance that you go for a kind of a risky regrab. Because like you saw him buffering because not every instance of going for a regrab will work because Morpheus swim pattern is RNG.
But now he gets to chill for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes until the next gauntlet called AG.
But honestly, AG is kind of easy now.
It's really just DSS, stupid room, stupidest room. I forgot the name.
Epic
and
spinner
Star-Lord.
room.
Epic spinner room. And Star-Lord. And even Star-Lord is really not that hard now. It's
honestly,
different.
especially with like the guaranteed. Also, this Aya's keeps jumping away from Marumi.
Notes just backflipped off. This room, I remember losing a minute 30 in my PB when I had a 252. Just in
That's
this room.
awesome. Alright, so yeah, Cass has this long ass section of just running again. Wolfdash Part 2, I guess. And Marumi is in Eel, and Ynohtz and Nico are making their way to fish.
Moncatio in ER. This fish has been stupid today. What the heck?
Hello, fish. Yeah, just go back down.
Well,
That fish like went. What is she doing, bro? She's like
okay.
doing a figure 8 in the.
A very important thing is to not stay in the middle of the arena when you're waiting for her. Whoa, too early. Ooh, that's getting risky. That's not much air
yeah.
left.
Please, please go down. Okay. Morpheo, please do not go high.
Oof. I think that's a death.
Yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, that's just unlucky. Yeah, because there's not only the RNG of like her pathing, but how high she goes, and you have to like keep track of how much air you have as well, and knowing whether or not you could actually go for, like, if you have enough air to get back down after doing an attack. Let's see how it goes for Ynohtz.
Also getting ignored.
Another stupid fish. What the hell is going on today? What did you guys do?
She's just ignoring the bait. And he's gonna get ignored again? No? Yes? Oh, okay. Oh, nice. Rope skip. Also got loose glitch for Cass. Alright, that's a pretty big setback for Marumi.
Yeah, I've failed more feels like 3-4 minutes, depending on like what point of the fight you're at. This is more fuels on the other end of the arena. What the hell is?
Yeah, why is not so far out? I don't understand what's going on today.
Get high enough, don't get sucked.
Nico seems good so far.
Okay, make sure you get that last hit in.
Okay, Nico.
Very good. The most average like the least bad Morpheo, I think. Besides, I guess the fail. I think Nico's was actually pretty normal.
Nico's was just a normal 2-1.
Okay, yeah, so still very close between Nico and Ynohtz. And then a pretty large gap between Marumi and Cass.
And Cass is playing pretty well too. So he's keeping the lead.
Oh, whoa.
Marumi should leave.
Okay.
Mm.
Man, she's so far away again. What the? Where is she?
Oh, wow.
This fish is going on vacation today. Come on, dude. Are you serious?
I think Marumi is waiting too much before doing the air refuel.
Yeah, being a little bit too passive with the... Which I guess it's pretty easy to have happen after
Yeah, that's
a
better.
bad
But
first
she's
fish.
turning away. Oh my god.
Hopefully Morpheal starts to cooperate soon because Marumi only has 4 bombs, but
Okay.
should be fine. She just needs 1 latch on the fish.
Come on, brother.
Fridge.
A bit late. Okay.
No, we didn't mention it too much because Cass was just kind of going through sewers, but it's very similar to the beginning of the game, except there was a bridge cycle he was trying to make. I saw he didn't make it. I don't know if where the mistake was, but
No, it just doesn't go
isn't
for
the end of the world.
doesn't go for the jump to the left. Just taking it safe.
Oh,
Waits 1 extra cycle and then walks forward. Because it's very easy to just, well, lose a 30 seconds.
yeah. So now Cass is getting ending blow for the because it is required to beat the game. You can get all the way to Ganondorf. You can press A and nothing will happen.
And be mad. Or you do like Crosser and realize you forget it during the tower climb section on the Lizalfos. And be like, oh no! I don't have ending blow!
And I miss Crosser. Hope he's doing well.
Yeah. Why not with Louis glitch? Bad.
Shame.
Not French anymore. But the rest of the run is gonna be pretty straightforward. It's gonna be dungeon, 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 dungeon. Starting with Snow Peak.
It's honestly like one of my favorite parts of ELH is obviously it's faster. But I like how you get your Twilights done within an hour or so of starting the run, opposed from an hour 10-ish. And you just have a dungeon rush after your Twilights. You just go, I guess barring MDH, but you have Like Bed, Snow Peak, AG, City, Palace, Hyrule.
Kaz going for the AMS movement, making sure to not get the rupee. So earlier, when Kaz did Gorge Void, etc., he came back to Gorge to get map warping, just to be able to do this. Warping away and calling Midna at the same time triggers map glitch. And now you can cross the whole Snow Peak region for free. So Nico fell in the bar, but I don't know how. I didn't see. And you need to push the block once, unfortunately. Ooh. Nico might be a bit nervous.
But it looks like Nico's 2 minutes ahead of PB.
No, his PB is not 3-0.
Oh, no, yeah, wait, no, he's comparing. He has a 54. He must be comparing to latest.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is. I can see on his splits. And then Cass's Ascending Snow Peak.
Just gonna have to cancel my glitch using the holding stone because you cannot proceed. If you do, you're gonna softlock the game.
Hopefully he doesn't howl again, because
Don't have. You don't
he
need to.
did do a little bit of hundo the other day, so it was pretty easy after hundo to accidentally howl at his howling stone.
Yeah.
A couple cool LJAs from Ynohtz, off of the Bulblins. And we'll see if Ynohtz goes for the bridge cycle. I assume he will, but I also thought Cass did, so I could be wrong.
Considering they spend all of their time together. No, going for it. Okay. Guess he's spawning us, saying
Cass,
bruh.
did he fail the
Keys.
trigger?
Yeah. Classic keys.
Bruh.
He's gonna slide off now. Okay.
Just got coosed.
Such a classic. Yeah, also 2 races in a row. He has to make an offering to the key squads.
Somebody has to. Yeah, so Cass was doing messenger skip. You can LJA to hit a different trigger that will spawn you at the top of that snowboarding. You're basically just getting to an area where, like, if you fail snowboarding, it spawns you right back up top there, but also spawns you inside of the Yedo trigger to start that whole sequence.
The issue is that you never get rid of the fog, and they have to basically maneuver blindly. I have to practice this a lot when you start playing the game.
Yeah, a lot of runners just don't even bother with it at the start and just kill the messengers,
Yeah, also.
which isn't normally that big of a deal, really, but the issue comes that that fight is pretty laggy. But it also has the side effect of the rupees will actually be there if you kill the messenger, so you can kind of use that as part of your rupee routing. Because on GameCube, the rupees are not there during the mist.
Well, treetops are very bad, in my opinion. So don't go for them.
That's true.
Right, quick min trigger tech skip.
That trigger's had a resurgence because so many people go for it now and nobody used to.
I guess it's not that bad to go for if you land the same way every time. Alright, Snow Peak is done completely out of order, going through the roof, and then going through the floor, and then going through a door, and then going through an enemy.
And then through another door with the enemy.
Yep. So that's the displacement clip through the door. I don't know if that's gonna work. Good.
You see? So that one's just using a diagonal slash to displace him. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
Monka health.
Yeah, Wolf Link does double damage, or takes double damage. So it's pretty easy to tank a lot of health if you start failing Freezer Skip.
just need to not get hit, otherwise you die at this point. Ah!
The bomb missed.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
And the spin
Wasn't
missed.
able to target the tail. One mushroom. Okay, good.
Good backup.
I guess he was just never got to a point where the tail was targetable, so the bomb just whiffed.
Yeah, it's very annoying. This enemy is jank. I will be right back. Bathroom time.
Okay. Yeah, so we have Ynohtz and Nico are both making their way up Peak. Ynohtz has a pretty big lead now. And then Cass has a big lead over Marumi as well. But Ynohtz and Nico is a lot less notable. So Marumi is going to make their way to Snow Peak as well, whereas Cass is going to be making his journey to Snow Peak, Arbiter's Grounds. In order to do so, he needs to make his way to Aru, who's going to give him his memo, and he'll give that to Fire, who will give him a free trip on the Oasis flight. And have the longest ladder in the world. Or rather, the next ladder is. It's about 18 seconds of ladder climbing.
So we might see Cass damaging down. Maybe. Okay. He's gonna be going for DSS.
Does he forget to equip the memo? And now he did it too soon. Now he's stabbing Fire. Okay. Rude.
Too early. Nice slash again. It's very bad if you just press yes to warp away. So I guess he's gonna be trying to damage down using the Moldorums, I suppose. Okay, we get to see Ynohtz through the roof.
So
through the floor.
2 Moldorms and a bomb, I'm guessing.
Maybe I'm trying to do 3 Moldorms. Seems like it's gonna be a bomb.
I haven't even like done or attempted DSS since Pogate skip.
I think it's a good idea to not worry about it. Not even worry about human movements.
Yeah, I've just been doing wolf movement and no DSS.
Yeah, it's good.
Makes AG very comfy. Which I never thought I would say.
It's quite different from what we had to do before.
Yeah, like the two dungeons that got the biggest like skips from displacement clipping were two of the hardest to be consistent at.
Yeah.
So like the game has gotten faster, but it's also gotten easier to be consistent at.
Yes. Cass is gonna be doing map glitch again. To jump into the void and load into the King Goblin fight. It's a bit faster than going around and getting the key. But then you need to make sure you're not dying against the King Goblin. Otherwise, you soft lock again.
Unfortunate. Don't go that way.
Ah,
Okay, so she's running away to despawn any Bulblins that may have spawned. Because they can really screw up, like when you're targeting here, they can really screw stuff up. There we go.
seems like nobody had issues so far with Snow Peak.
Yeah, I guess displacement clipping also made Snow Peak better. It got rid of this LFC, which is stupid.
Oh, Nico is gonna have to go for another one, which can be a bit annoying. Okay.
Yeah, Dark Hammer is kind of awkward to a fight because you have to be targeting his tail to do damage to Dark Hammer, and it's very easy to target his head instead. And Cass is going to be leaving this burning down building, which he could stand in forever because this will never burn down. Using this conveniently placed board, and then he's going to make his way into Arbiters.
That's where the base really starts again. We're gonna have this dungeon, then City in the Sky. Both are going pretty fast now. And yes, the peak seems fine for everyone. Nico almost went the wrong way.
It sucks when you, especially when you're running a route that needs rupees, where you run all the way to fire, talk to him, and then he opens a cannon.
Yeah.
So you waste $20 and then have to reload the area to get him to close up shop, so that you can actually take the Oasis flight.
And then you have to find 20 rupees again. Right, so in the past, we've had to do 3 out of the 4 pose to open this big gate. It's gonna fall down. But thanks to Jim, there's a very easy way to do it now, which involves a pot, and that's it. Honestly,
It's kind of funny how like it's easy to, it's like very precise what we're doing, but it's very easy to do given the setup that we have for it. Like
step 1.
especially compared to what we used to have to do for Pogate skip, it's so easy, and it's so much faster as well.
Step 2 is getting the cardinal angle. Position setup to get pushed into the gates. And then we're doing a rupee slide for a fraction of a second. Solid.
And some cool movement after clipping to damage into the loading zone, because he is going to be doing, should be okay. Yeah. Because he'll be doing Death Sword skip, and save warping is slow. He would have to do Pogate skip again. It's only about 18 seconds slower than Death Warping going through Epic Spinner Room, but it is faster to Death Warp, so once we had half a heart so that he can just use Bomb to die after obtaining the spinner, and that'll spawn him right outside the mini-boss room.
So Cass didn't get safety bombs. Nico is not doing the sword skip. I like
that flip to get out of bounds.
I like what he did to get the skull further away to be able to target sooner without the Stalfos getting too close.
Oh, I didn't see it. What did you do?
Just took the furthest skull from them.
Oh.
Very good.
So Cass is going to be going for a DSS. It's another instance of a super jump. This one's a little bit more obvious what he's doing. Death Sword flies away when you slash him and like just flies up into the air. So he's going to get into a spot next to the gate here and throw away this pot because he doesn't want the heart. And Death Sword likes to get stuck, but he can do a little shimmy to get him back. So target Death Sword and walk to a specific spot and release a pretty small frame window. That was kind of an awkward attempt for him just because he wasn't quite in the right spot, so he was trying to do like a half step to and time that with the release. That should be okay.
Ooh. 1 frame early or something. Yeah, this trick can be very annoying. I don't like it, especially with the pot involved. Because if you're not careful, I mean, if you have good RNG and this sword comes too quick towards you, towards where the pot is, you still haven't thrown it, that the guy is already here.
Yeah, and like the third or fourth try he got, I don't think it ends up being any faster at that point.
Cass is saying the half step back was his controller snap back. Yeah, he had issues.
That sucks. I guess that explains a little bit more. Makes a little bit more sense.
I don't know why he started having issues recently.
So now Cass is gonna go for. That was okay. It's better to wait to jump off that. But this room is kind of dumb because there's a spinner cycle at the very top of the room that is not consistent. It takes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it ever lines back up.
No.
So you.
At least not in
a reasonable time frame.
Yeah.
So he's trying to go fast enough to where he can make. There's like an earlier and there's like a slightly later cycle. Nice, so he should be fine.
Ynohtz is doing the pocket clip, but I'm not sure he has the.
Yes! Jesus.
No, that was good. Doing the ping pong to slow down.
Is that the best use of bombs? I guess he was probably gonna get safety bombs, so he's only got 2. At least I hope. Swag break slide to get out. That's cool.
Just to make sure high enough. Yeah, I love doing the ping pong to slow down. It's a nice way to back up a random cycle you're not used to.
Yeah, so Cass is going to be going into Stellar Skip. This trick used to be a lot harder than it is now. It used to involve a bomb boost, which you got 1 attempt at, and if you failed, you would have to kill Joseph, and you would have to reload the area to do the trick. Where now, if you get the CAD, you're pretty much chilling. You can retry it as much as you need. And you can also delay this fight at the very start to make Rangless pretty much a guarantee. So the fight will start off by keeping his cardinal angle. He'll start with a cardinal angle building into the fight, so he'll just get on a spinner and make his way across the arena to do a position setup. And then from there, he'll do a claw shot active displacement. The way it works is basically instead of you going to whatever you claw shot, it brings what you claw shot to you. And you can slide and get into that corner in the left there.
Alright.
So that should be fine. Good angle. Buffering vertically to target the right spot on. Should be fine. Very good. And should not need to worry about Stallard because he delayed the flame, or delayed the start.
Oh. Classic.
That's fine. Stallard still shouldn't be a problem. So he'll displacement clip with the spinner. Okay, Stallard might be a problem now. Yeah.
Just have to incorporate boomerang into the equation. But otherwise...
Yeah, if you bonk, you have to retry, but if you get off early, then you're
nice.
Very good. Now just claw shot Joseph, and you're through. Very comfy.
Very nice. Not on DSS. Oh, Nico is struggling with hostile forces. He's gonna have to pick up some other skull. Not got DSS, it seems like. GG.
For some reason, for me,
Oh,
gate skip is a weird trick. Like, how did they?
It seems like they failed pro gate clip, got the rupee text, and has to save off the store to try again. It's very unfortunate.
The Cass was trying to howl for us.
Wait. Did Marumi take the right pots? I don't know.
I guess we'll find out here pretty soon. Because only one of those pots has a blue. One of them has a green and the other one has a heart.
It was pretty dark. I couldn't see, but looked like it was not the right one.
Okay. I guess it was.
Seems good this time. Okay, let's go. So Cass just did the biggest sequence break in the game, clipping behind the statue. Don't have to do Temple of Time, don't have to do the whole Ilya quest. Just go.
That's also why he needed map warping.
Yes.
So Ynohtz is making his way to Stallard. I'm pretty sure they will be doing Stallard skip as well. Probably the same way that Cass did. Because the way Cass did it is the fastest setup that we currently have, which I don't see us getting a much faster setup because that one doesn't get much easier than dry roll and backflip and then set up your angle.
Yeah. The only annoying part, in my opinion, is just the CAD timing. Can be a bit tricky.
Yeah, it took me way too long to get comfortable with. Like,
Me
for a
too.
while, I was super against it and was just like, I'm going to stick with the bomb boost because that's what I'm comfortable with. But
Yeah.
I'm glad I just followed Cranky's advice and got good.
Okay, and he's doing the same thing.
And they got to incorporate the backflip dry roll, man. That's what I've been doing to delay the start, and it's been pretty comfy.
Okay.
Neat.
Seems good. Fast.
Easy. Clap. Yeah, they make it look like it's nothing. But I guess Stallard skip is just another trick in the run nowadays. Like, you see new runners with the 310 putting it in runs, or like learning it at the beginning. Where it was like you add that after you have sub 3 and want that extra little bit of time save because it was very difficult and it used to be pretty manual for there wasn't much of a setup at the beginning.
So I think Cass has just the right amount of bombs for the rest of the run. He's gonna do barrier 1 skip, and he has 3 bombs.
I should learn barrier 1 skip. I don't know how my I should see how my notches are and then learn if I can. Because I know at least Badamja's setup is dependent on notches.
Like Nico is going to do stalled skip as well. Maybe with, yeah, tiny different setup. But that's gonna work.
Some runners don't like abridging slashes, which is like you do the slash and you have to hold ESS to shorten the length of it. Is that okay? Was it for some reason that felt weird to me?
Seems good. Oh, unlucky
doing
with
iron boots. Yeah, he's doing an iron boot setup.
Oh, I didn't see this one ever, I think.
It was one of the earlier ones. I find it hard to recommend it now because it doesn't have much benefit. It's just kind of slower.
I'm afraid the sword is gonna hit Joseph when doing the charge one. It seems very close.
I think he might be targeting too soon after the turnaround, so I don't think he's having a...
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that one was good.
Got to mention, Cass just skipped the activation of the big fan in the main room, which is going to be useful for the boss key. Yeah, very nice from Nico. I don't know if Marumi fights. Seems like they're going to be skipping.
Yeah, they're... Unless they have an absolutely insane gold without Stallard skip.
The most insane ever. And yeah, also on French, you scam fire. Talk to him twice, persuade him to fix it for free.
The French are just really good salesmen, I guess. Good at bartering. Yeah, some Marumi going for Stallard skip as well. It's just so nonchalant nowadays. It's crazy.
I'm going for slash ESS.
Easy.
Fast buffering.
Yes, they're.
Solid.
Whenever you see runners doing those, whenever you see those runners doing like all those turnarounds, they are trying to normalize their angle to be cardinal, and they're looking to see like the change in direction of Link.
Cass is going to be coming up to a very important displacement clip, skipping half of the segments.
Alright, he does it. I forget he does it that way. The precise ESS version or whatever. Looks like Marumi is. Assuming they can claw shot. Very good.
Okay. Very nice.
No displacement to get into the fight. It looks like you could land like right next to the boss key, or like the claw shot key, but unfortunately that trigger, it's not possible to just get the boss or the key without, or the double claw shot without doing so.
If we could just walk up to the chest. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness, dude. Almost got cool gamed. Not cool game, but whatever it's called. To earn.com.
Yeah, deal.
Another gold from Cass.
Yeah. Ynohtz is doing the fan skip. Just transforming into Wolf to open the door from far away enough. Nico just scammed fire.
Oh. Yeah, there was a setup that we had for like a day that involved doing a rupee dive, or like similar to what we did for city in the not city, but for Pogate skip with the rupee to clip the rest of the way through the wall. We had that for city, but it is slower. But Cass has been doing it as swag in races.
So Cass is gonna do early boss key thanks to the fan being deactivated. And Ynohtz, we forgot to mention for Cass, but Ynohtz is gonna be doing cutscene skip of Agorok. By jumping on the railing next to the stairs. Which is quite important.
Cass is going to be doing some pretty cool LJAs. Right side has become a lot more popular lately because it's just kind of free, and I don't know how much slower it is than the double LJA, but for me, I was actually faster doing this on average.
Feels easier. Just have to aim once. Not having the card bother you as much.
And then he's going to be trying to make a fan cycle that will start once he hits his first. I guess it's going it's always going because there's a couple fans always turning, but try to make a fan cycle.
Where did Ynohtz avoid that? Oh, I got wind.
Okay. Scared the cast scared me by targeting the Elfos. We have Ynohtz doing the more traditional setup for Pogate Skip that doesn't require holding a specific ESS range on the control stick.
So it's city gate clip, but yes.
What did I say?
Pogate skip.
Oh, and I guess they are. No, I can't even justify that. I can't make that make sense.
That's fine. I don't know what Cass is going to be doing on Algarok. I suppose just the classic.
Maybe we should ask his best friend.
There isn't much to do on Algarok.
Oh, Marumi's hitting these bombs. I wonder if they know about Arbiters.
Yeah, these ones are pretty slow to get. For the first phase of Algarok, you can regrab. If you do it fast enough, you skip him flying away and coming back. For the second phase, we're going to be doing flame skips, tricking the guy into thinking we fell off, but we didn't.
I don't know if we mentioned it when Cass was doing it, but Ynohtz is doing kite clip. You can just kind of claw shot through this grate. That was pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. Nico is struggling to set up a little bit. Also to gate clip.
Yeah, so you need to make sure you have the cardinal direction, which is pretty consistent for most displacement clips. I guess all of them that we do are TA, but you also need to be like there are like ranges on the gate that work. Not everywhere on the gate works for the displacement clip. And the setup you do also depends on how much health you have, because displacement clip, or I guess Link's animation varies, or is different if he's on low health or crit health, which is 1 heart and below in this game. And it looks like pretty much everyone does Awabi's vertical angle setup for Erelfo skip.
It's a very good setup.
Like it's technically slower by about a second than good free aiming, but it's pretty precise. But some people who did it before a while, they found that setup still prefer to just do it free aiming because that's what they're so used to. Like I think Beast still does aims by hand.
I used to continue doing it, but then I figured I needed consistency.
Yeah, it's still technically like a frame perfect buffer, but it's not a difficult like frame perfect thing. It's very clear when you have the right frame. So Nico's making his way to get boss key as well. So pretty big gaps between in both the races. It's closer between Ynohtz and Nico, but it's pretty notable.
Yeah, there hasn't been many big mistakes, honestly.
No, just Marumi had some pretty bad luck with the fish, but besides that, it's been pretty.
Also, Poget Clip.
Oh yeah, and I guess Nico and Ynohtz had some trouble with Hugo. Nice ball.
Nice bump again.
Did Marumi like elect to die just for full health, or was that accidental? I saw the first void. Some runners just prefer to die so that they can do the normal setup. Oh, they're just gonna take this way.
Right, Cass didn't forget Palace.
Didn't warp to Castletown.
There isn't as much heat. Now, we're good.
Yeah, when you did that, I was thinking I got flashbacks to when Vots warped to the gorge.
Yeah. Warp Gorge.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was worried for nothing. So now we have Palace of Time Loss. Palace is kinda meh.
Yep. I would say it's very bad.
A shit ton of small keys you have to collect. Everything is mostly casual. There's a few like little strats here and there you can do to speed things up, but it's excuse me. I'm yawning just talking about Palace.
Yeah, me too. I just yawned just before you.
Yeah, but it's just in the first part of Palace. There's just I think there's small keys in every single room of Palace.
Pretty much.
That you have to collect. Palace is overhated while Hyrule is literally right there. I'll take Hyrule over Palace any day of the week.
Hyrule also sucks. Oh, Nico is struggling with catching the second fan. Oh no,
Oh, hello, there's the dogs.
One. The flying dogs.
Flying dogs. No, go. Damn it. That's so unfortunate.
Would have to pre-shots, kinda.
Yeah. No, did Nico do it again?
Should be good? No.
No.
Oh,
I think he's just throwing for content.
Oh, why not is throwing as well.
He's just practicing for Hundo, you know? Gonna
Let's
flash
go!
that back with.
GG.
Dude, oh my god, it's very tough having to worry about the dude targeting him. GG.
Oh, Marumi's doing
Almost
a
like
setup.
doing gym setup. Nice. You don't see that very often. I don't think Jim even does his setup.
NicoCass has kind of a setup. Like he aims at a very specific spot on the vines, climb up, and then roll, jump the same way every time. Ooh. That's painful.
Oh gosh. Man, it's my. You should have seen. Did you see how it was in my race the other day? It was insane.
Oh, you had issues?
So I got Leroyed, so I jump attacked and bonked and fell down the hole.
Okay.
Then I got it second try. Leroy fell through the hole and died. And then when I jumped down, Leroy had dropped a red rupee, and I picked up the red rupee after falling through the hole.
Snowballing. It never ends.
No.
Carry a ball. Yeah, that's what I don't like about Palace. On the way, at least the first half of Palace, he missed the... The first half is just get a key, loading zone, carry a ball, and stupid room.
Let's get some keys and get some balls, and you're gonna like it. Except you don't, because it's like there's some interesting strats and like, but it's just long. It's like a 20-minute long dungeon with the boss fight and everything involved.
Gaming.
Get the fastest spawn. I think there are 4 places that Zanthead can spawn, and the closest one is the fastest.
Yeah, Cassie's breaking the table.
Is there somewhere I can hear this thing?
You can probably ask Cass after the race. NOT, AB80.
Dead pixel from Marumi.
That's insane, I hate this pixel. Cass is probably listening to it right now. Oh, well, I think he told me that he might join the after the run playing the song instead of talking. We'll see what he does.
I mean, as long as it's like ZSR appropriate, I don't think it'd be a problem.
Ynohtz and Cass both on Phantom's End, but not the same. Same, but different.
I'll have Trez add it to the rotation of TP songs that play during the intro.
Yeah, good Zent RNG. At TTM.
What to say? Taxmaster is crying. Ugh, the lag from the Squeebles.
Oh, Cass almost jumped off.
Oh, yeah. My favorite walk straight and press A room.
I wish the other side was the same.
How high? I wish you could just like throw it over the wall.
Oh yeah, that would be good. It might be possible, but slow.
Honestly, if it was a little bit slower, I would probably do it. Cass being, everyone like just being super careful to make sure you completely stop before pressing A to set the soul down, because you do not want to accidentally throw it. I think most runners have done that at least once and then never did it again.
Yeah, I did it in front of a door. And then you press A to pick it up and you open the door and you lose the soul. It's so good.
Yeah, like if you're in the last room and you do that, the soul will go all the way back to the Phantom Zant boss room.
Why are they slashing the poor guy?
Well, because jumping off in the void is slow now, so we have to do something. Excalibur.
Excalibur, ouais. Oui, Excalibur. It makes no sense, but Excalibur.
Will NotableCass go for double soul skip? Nice sync on the door opening from Cass and Ynohtz on my end. Different doors, but
There's so many doors, it's bound to happen.
yeah, the chances get quite a bit higher. But
I think that's second soul missed, yeah. It's not even a soul.
They're just gonna keep spawning there. They won't stop.
Did he feel like... Okay. And then you get another glitch.
Yeah, he intentionally waited a while there after the cutscene, so because you get god awful analog glitch if you get far onto that platform when it rises.
Okay, fine. Nice bonk, Nico. Everyone is gonna be in palace. Time to nap.
At least Cass is outside, which is a little bit nicer than the inside sections, I suppose. Yeah, this outside is just trying to get this, be on the right side of the platform to get the Zant head to spawn as soon as...
To be able to LJ. It's a risky one, but this time it worked. I don't know if that worked. Gaming bro is fast.
Do a normal quick spin, makes it a little bit harder on himself. Got it anyway. I learned recently that a quick spin dispels the fog for less time than a charge spin does, which was interesting to learn.
I didn't know. Thanks. Ooh. Cass got hammered mid-air. And he left the Shadow Beast alive.
Nice, Ruby. So in this next room, Cass is going to be trying to make an early platform cycle. There are some cool LGAs that you can do to make it easier.
Nico really took his time throwing the ball. Giga swag early platform, full of LJs.
Yeah, he was doing those attacks at the beginning just to kind of time to kill those Shadow Beasts as soon as possible. And then doing a swag LGA onto this platform.
And he might do the last one also.
The last one is stupid. I don't...
Well...
oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't really see the point.
There's not much point because you still gotta wait for the platform anyway.
I guess
it might make this one spawn a little bit sooner, I guess.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't. It doesn't say time on the cycle.
Nico, no! I failed the LJ.
Yeah, but Andrew, I guess it would just because you're killing that top Zant head, or like the second to last one sooner.
Monka SLJ from Cass. He's going all in.
Oh, I see. I don't know. That'd be great. It's just a comparison.
I think it technically does, yeah. Because if you claw, you have to... Like, you can hear the Zant head spawning when you get off the claw shot thing. It's a tiny bit faster, but I don't like it personally.
Optimal Cass.
That's part of the song, also.
Optimal Cass does not know how to split for Enter Zant.
I forgot to skip the cutscene.
Or skip the cutscene. Optimal.
Lethal Cass. Masterclass.
Good shit.
Zent time. So he's a weird guy. He only wants to get the last hit of a combo. Yep, spin.
Then he's gonna go for one cycle on the Danguro phase. Good. Start a combo and then try to spin and yep. I think it's a 2-frame window for that, so boots Duffer. Does he do the why not setup? No.
No, just getting close to the nose. Okay, Marumi in stupid room. He just has enough bombs.
It's especially important on the underwater Morphill phase to make sure you're doing optimal combo directions. Because without Zoro armor, your slashes are very slow underwater.
It's getting a bit scary for Marumi's health.
Yeah, it might be... I mean, they should be able to get hearts in the next room, as long as they don't die beforehand. Because there are plenty of Zant heads that can drop health.
Oh! Targeted the keys. Okay, that's a horse.
That why not? It's an early platform room.
Should be the same as gas, minus a few things.
I mean, that LJA and auto spin, like, I may have never done it right, but like, I pretty regularly just get transformed by the fog. Oh, okay, nice. The ice physics of this fight can be kind of bad. We'll say they're bad. And the final phase, she's going to be trying to hit Zant with just the final hit of the combo on these first two phases.
Flexing on Zen.
Shadow Beast insta-kills, the Shadow Beast clears fog. I might try it. I totally thought that was supposed to be like a bar from your song, so like everything you say now, I just assume is lyrics.
That could be, honestly. It's a good lyric. Oh, I thought that Nico would stab the guy, but didn't.
I'll be right back.
Got the light sword. So Ynohtz is like 6 minutes ahead. Nico, I think. NotableCass, please hit the mailman. Let us see the man. Okay. Nico forgot the ball. And I don't think that's gonna make it. Gonna get transformed. It's so hard to make it sometimes. Okay, so Marumi stayed alive. That's good. Still kind of low on health. Not forgot to throw the rain. Got the one cycle. Very good. Seems good for Ynohtz. He's just wasting bones. Has too many.
He's just too rich, man.
Could give some to Barnes.
Does why not go for Barrier 1 skip?
I think. Yes. Ooh.
So assuming Cass does Badam just set up for Barrier 1 skip, it is dependent on your notches. I think you need not perfect notches, like slightly, I think it's up of down right. But then it makes this consistent, I guess.
Easy.
Slightly down, okay. But it was one of the two.
That's his damn thing with the pot.
Just bucking around. Yeah, make this phase fun somehow.
King Goblin.
Yeah, there are a couple one cycle strats, but I don't like any of them.
Most important is the backflip.
And then we got Cass's using Black Wind to
Because again,
get the backflip.
Midna feels like Navi. It's like, Link, he spoke.
Like, oh, really? I didn't know that. So you can get a backflip to skip that text, and also they'll skip walking back.
Easy.
Nice. So he was mashing start, A, and X. So like A for a backflip and X for the iron boots. And obviously start so he could save warp. And then Black Wind is like a if you unplug your controller or use the controller reset combo, hold the direction on the control stick, and then plug your controller back in or take a reset finish, the game will register that as your new neutral. Nico, you probably could have made it with the jump slash, but playing it safe.
Ooh, Marumi, no health. Getting verged. Ooh, nice dodge. That's scary. Easy darknet. Ooh. Phasing through the guy.
You got this, Cass. Then pre-aiming so he could just throw the ring during the cut or after the cutscene to blow out the lantern.
Marumi got hit by the bad RNG.
Ah, the
No. Oh. The one time you're on low health.
If that Baba does a quarter heart to Human Link, and they only had a quarter heart. That is unfortunate. Just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, I guess. Man, am I like out of the blue not doing this LJA? Okay.
I'm not doing it, don't worry. We're just old at this point. Old runners. I guess it's because we have habits and it's hard to break.
And then Marumi's doing a certain number of C-up cancels to target just at the very bottom of that medallion. I think it was Nimzo that found that out. I think it's 7 C-up cancels.
Yeah. To be safe as well. Or is he gonna go for friendless? Full stromp? No, he has no bombs.
He has no friends. Or he has friends, actually.
Has friends today.
I still think Spicy's the only one to have done friendless.
Yeah.
Wait, did he go to the East Wing? Did he go to Boss Key before Small Key?
No, I think he did.
I was not paying attention.
It was too fast. So we should be seeing Barrier 1 skip again.
Hi, Bird.
Carg attack. Throwing a bomb to the guys. Nice.
I wonder if we could do like a bomb, like one cycle on KB.
That would be fun. I guess we cannot have the bomb out and attack the guy at the same time. Maybe with Ring.
Then Notable to the cast is making his way up the tower, Ganon's tower. Not the same Ganos Tower from Ocarina of Time, but nice.
Actually, it's Ganondorf Tower.
No, you have at least 7 phases, 7 attacks. She'll give you a ball on, at the earliest, 1, 3, and 7. And she has 3 different attacks that she can do. She can give you a ball, a Dorito, or a lunge. If you're not getting a ball, you want the lunge because it's faster than the Dorito, and it also has less lag. And speaking of
Nice.
lag, he's looking away from the throne because the throne is laggy. Nice.
One.
Jump attack auto spin also has become pretty commonplace, it seems.
Apparently, jump attack hits earlier.
Yeah, hits super high up. Like the top of the jump attack hits the ball.
Ah. So that's minimum 8.
And you have the auto spin as backup in case you are too early.
Well, considering my luck with auto spins,
Maybe not the best idea. Not the best
Yeah.
idea.
I'm gonna stick to. Oh, he's gonna try to do headless. Yeah. I think we're at 6 now. Seven. No hit. Okay, 8. Zelda is insane in 2026. Doing a specific combo on the pig so that he spawns faster at the end.
And one link, Wolf Link B attack with dash speed will be enough to kill him. So as long as you have dash speed, you can just B attack the belly and time for bacon.
Easy.
It's looking like a pretty solid time for Cass if he knows how to auto spin. Why not almost went up the key tower without the boss key?
That would have been funny. And friendful.
Yeah, we've alluded to like a trick to skip the friends, but as it is right now, it's not very smart to go for in runs.
I hate
It doesn't save that much time, and it's, as it stands, frame perfect and very precise.
Seems like it's gonna be 248 forecast.
Yeah. High 248. Pattern C, worst pattern.
Why did Marumi transform to go inside the castle?
I don't know, I think they did that last time too. I don't.
Yeah, that's slow.
It's only fast on Wii because you're already a wolf, and that's how you skip.
A human is much faster inside the studio.
Quick spin, whatever.
Maspina.
Alright, so all Cass needs to do is get 3 jump attack auto spins, and Mr. Dorf will die.
If he got an in blow, he whiffed the jump attack there.
Why not just... And then full swag on Cass side. GG.
GG Cass.
248.09. So Cass will be moving on in the winner's bracket, or the loser's bracket.
Against.
And then that eliminates Marumi, unfortunately. GG. So Cass is going to move on to face Cake in losers round 2.
Not equipped bombs.
And then the winner of that race will face the loser of Marco and Morpha. Yeah, Cass, if you want to join the waiting room, I'll pull you in.
Like everyone in the castle. Master Cass.
Yo.
GG
Yo.
Cass.
Thanks. Hold on, let me mute the stream. Well, that was a run. Kind of better than my last one.
just a little bit.
Let me see. Let's compare. Oh, 11 minutes. Slightly better. Yeah, GG's to the racers. I guess I'm the only one who didn't get like a major time loss, like dying to Morphe or stuff like that.
Yeah,
not
Nico, it was mainly Hugo.
Yeah.
Yeah, then this, I mean, at the end, Ynohtz has been memeing a lot, so
yeah,
he's been kind of farming time loss just for the sake of doing funny stuff. But
yeah, we were in VC and
okay,
he was telling me, "Yo, check that." I don't know how I could put the song if I wanted to.
I think Marumi is going for one cycle. But failed.
Don't get hit. Don't. Okay. Yeah, they were doing a Wabi's setup.
GG solid Cass, GG Gordroid.
Yeah. That's
Putting
your turn to fail it. Yeah.
No.
Wait, so let me check the Wolfdash thing. Who didn't fail it yet?
Andy, you, me.
Marco, but Marco only has one race. Stats. Nope, not stats. Leaderboard.
I didn't check how many cycles Ynohtz got. Seems like an 8.
We're 8 to have never failed it. I mean, Nico... Did Nico get it? Yeah, Nico got it, so he's still 100%. Damn.
100% gang.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of gold for me. Feels good. I would have
Yeah,
golded
you
Hyrule
get gold.
Castle if I didn't like brain fart on the. I mean, not brain fart. I just hate the what's it called?
Patency.
The Dark Nut. Oh yeah, no, I meant Hyrule.
Oh.
But yeah, Dark Nut. Otherwise, it was pretty good.
Nobody is gonna go for friendless. It seems
Yeah.
like.
Sad.
Sadig.
Yeah, I really wanted to go for the rupee city gate skip, but I was on gold pace, so I was like, all right. And also the way I do city gate clip is kind of a showcase because no one does it that way, so I guess it works too.
The Cass way.
Yep. The official fastest way. Which actually is not that much faster than what everyone does. I timed it. It's like only like a second faster compared to like Beast. I mean, I guess technically if I did the I did D-pad item wheel instead of map for the buffer thing. The what's it called? The C up buffer cancel walk. I don't know what's the name. It would be a little faster, but it is greedy.
Ynohtz auto spin now.
Pass shade.
What's wrong? Nico getting hammered by the dogs.
So that's losers round 1 is all done.
Yep.
Why not? You're supposed to use the sword, not the ball. And then we have losers round 2 is, I think it's all determined. Yeah.
Yeah, that was round 2.
This is round 1.
No, that was round 2.
This is round 1 of losers, but round 2 of there are losers from round 2 of
GG
the
Ynohtz. I don't know because
459.
I think Wolfdash said. Yeah, Wolfdash says loser round 2. Which it's the real. Technically, it's the first one because previously there was no match. I see. 255. GG.
Yes, so why not? We'll move on to face Orcrist, and Cass will be facing Cakery.
Hype.
Hype.
Now we got friends. There you go. The victory song.
Yeah, this one's the Ynohtz one. It's not mine. I'm too humble to put mine. But he finished the run, and he really didn't want to. And he was tilted, because bad runs. It's so hard to finish a run where you failed Hugo like 3 times.
Must be hard mentally. GG, why not?
Alright, that's... That's what I did yesterday instead of practicing. Well, I guess it worked. This turned out to be alright. I mean, actually, no, because yesterday, so I did this, and I was doing runs with this, like, super hard in my head, in my headset. And I was playing pretty good. Like, I was in the flow state because of the... It kind of, like, it has a good vibe. Until I died to Dark Hammer.
I didn't count Nico Zelda. Seems a bit slow. Just 50 seconds. Are we getting scammed? Minimum 8. Marumi facing the throne. Unfortunate times.
Yeah, some people don't know, or, like, don't care about it. But yeah, I wonder how much time it can cost, like, if you face the throne for the entire fight. But yeah. Not looking at the triangle, but looking straight at the throne.
Again, the stupid pattern on horseback.
I need to understand what you're supposed to do with the C pattern. Because I know it's the fastest. But, like, it's so awkward. And also, you never get it in practice because it's so rare. That...
I personally wait before hitting with the spin.
Oh.
It's slower, but makes it work.
I think I know what I'm supposed to do. So I tried to do it, but I didn't do it well enough. I think you need to turn around. Oh wait, no, that's... I think it's a good idea. Like, once you hit him, you just do 180. And it's gonna make you face straight where he's gonna be when Zelda can hit.
To study. It's hard to practice, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, in GZ, you often get the same RNG every time.
Yeah. And you gotta do it on Dolphin.
Ganondorf, Seigneur du Mal. Nice auto spinning.
Attaque tournoyante automatique.
The GG. Or
GG en 2 coups de grâce.
Coup de grâce. Attaque circulaire.
Attaque circulaire automatique.
Yeah, this was first with Hugo at the very beginning.
Mhm.
It doesn't help to get in the right mindset for the rest. Nico was ahead of PB for maybe not ahead of PB.
Did anyone get a good Morphale?
Yes,
Because I know Nico. Yeah. Okay.
Nico had like an average 2 bomb,
Yeah.
but was very good compared to everyone else's.
Mm-hmm.
Your fish did some dumb shit. I don't know what she
Yeah.
was on, but
But I guess I could say it's my bad for the first one. Because I just went and sunk too deep. But like she went so high. I've never seen Morphale go so high on the first attack.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
yeah, the second one was wild.
insane.
Yeah, I think playing safe on that was probably the best goal.
Yeah, you did well.
I think that was the biggest time loss of my run. Like individual.
Probably.
I
Yeah.
lost a minute. And then there was 45 seconds to EMS. And this time I didn't have a copy. Last time I had a copy pasta that I would send in chat. Like, at NotableCass, here's a tutorial for you, and send my tutorial. If I fail EMS, well, this time I didn't have the copy pasta. Because that would have been pretty good.
Be nice crying. Oh no.
A plus.
A plus.
Je A plus.
I can marry me to spin.
Ganondorf, Seigneur du Mal.
Seigneur du Mal. Attaquer. GG Marumi.
GG.
304.
304, 39. According to their splits, anyway.
Yes.
GG. Yeah, so if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to join the waiting room. But of course, you do not have to.
GG Schemers.
Looks like they're in the waiting room, so I'll pull them in.
Bye, Nico. GG.
Yeah, GG.
GG.
Yeah, GG.
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 Yeah, Morpheal was very unfortunate.
Yeah, I hate Morpheal.
Yeah.
We all do.
Yeah, my Morpheal was very bad too. I got lucky to not drown, but yeah. Looks like she wasn't very kind to you.
Yeah, I almost drowned twice.
Oh.
Was this
Who's
your
that?
PB, Cass?
No. No, my PB
No?
is 45, 245, 45.
Oh, okay. Well, still, that was good run, Cass.
Yeah, thanks.
And good luck with your next race.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll probably go ahead and wind her down. We have a few more Wolfdash races going on today.
There's
Doesn't
one
look like
going
they're gonna
on
be
right
reached.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have-
it's Mr.
yeah.
Mimi versus Jojo.
I don't think it's restrained.
Nope.
No.
Feels
Didn't have any
Frenchman.
volunteers.
And there's
Yeah,
2 more
another
matches.
French race.
Yeah, 4 French people
Um,
racing at the same time.
Pog crazy.
Insane.
There's also a double later today. I don't know if it'll be restreamed. Just no volunteers right now, so it's looking unlikely. But we have redemption bracket, losers round 2, Prince versus Jaquade, and then winners bracket round 2 of the same D versus Zine. So we got those going on later today. We are probably going to go ahead and send everybody over to Otters, but there are a bunch of tournaments going on in ZSR as well, so be sure to keep out on the lookout for all of those. And we will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.